right. I wanted to sit down and tell you guys a story, but then I was like, well, what if, I mean, maybe you guys have a story to tell yourself that you're not listening to. Like, what is your story? Is a part of your story, like, and just kind of like a personal examination, like, are there any cycles that you're in? What cycle are you in right now? What is your cycle? And what do you tell yourself? Why do you go around and around in this way? It's not going to be the same for everyone, right? But we all have stuff like that that totally captures us in the most negative, self-indulgent sense. And I don't mean self-indulgent like in a like doing good things for yourself. I mean, like, we all tend to self-indulge in the negative. It's like a competition, you know, who has it worse, who's that kind of a thing. It's like, why? A story is a story. A story is a neutral thing. If your story is neutral, that means you can look at it, you can interpret it in many different ways. So how do you interpret yours? I think how you interpret it dictates like what cycle you're in, or those subconscious things that are kind of like driving your overall mood or driving like a state in your life right now that you don't like, but you're not aware. How do you break it? You just do something different? I think it's just being aware of what you tell yourself. Are you alive? Do you feel alive right now? What are you doing? You sitting on your computer watching me? Or on your phone watching me? Why? I mean, like, thanks. It's cool. What are you gonna do after this? Have you been outside yet today? Have you read a book? Have you seen a friend? What do you like to do? What gives you that energy? This is a good way to get to know me because it's not just questions answered. It's a stream of consciousness. Do you guys know much about the enneagram system? I'm pretty sure I'm a type 9. I'm a type 9. Wing 1, probably. David's a 5, wing 4. This is so hard to film right now. This sucks. It's like I've had all this energy pent up, and then as soon as I turn the camera on, it's like, I don't know, empty or something. It's been a weird day. Just is what it is, you know? It's weird. It's gonna be weird. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get worse. Just go with it, man. Just go with it. Just eat your dusty chips. What do you guys think about me doing an ASMR video? I've heard some people saying, like on my impersonation stuff, that like, oh, this is borderline ASMR. I'm like, yeah, I can see that. I feel like I talk a lot like this, like with my eyebrows furrowed. But I'm not upset, I promise. Okay, if you can guess that song, 10 points. You're not gonna guess it. I'm gonna ask you guys, how seriously do you take life? I know it's like a very general, vague question, and you might come back with the question, well, how do you measure that? What is seriousness? Serious versus just not serious? Playfulness? Not caring? But I'm just wondering, like, what do you how serious? And what do you think matters? What would you want to look back on in your life? What do you look back on now that you feel full of, right? Do you look forward to feeling full of other things? Maybe that's a better question. I think for me, a lot of the times the future's looking forward has just like a vague sense of emotion. It's not necessarily oh yeah, those are things that I can see in my future. I don't really have a plan. But I don't feel like I'm necessarily constantly looking back either. It's just how have you lived your life? How have you looked at your life? And what do you make of that? What do you want right now? Sometimes I have this dilemma of like, oh, I've been so busy lately. I just want a day to relax, right? And do nothing. But then, like, I'll sit down and I'll, like, maybe watch a YouTube video or something, or just listen to music and, I don't know, sit. Although that feels a little more productive somehow to me. It's weird how people describe, like, what has value, what feels productive to you, what doesn't. But it's like sometimes if I'm just sitting on the internet for a couple hours, which I don't normally do, surfing the web, I feel like I'm wasting my life. Even if it's just like 2 hours out of a weekend, like Saturday morning, get up, put a record on, eat some breakfast, get on the internet, do your thing. Then I'm like, ew, why? What am I doing? Like, I am wasting my life. Then I'm like, am I? Is it okay if I just chill here for a little bit? Like, maybe that's okay. Or I'll be like, oh my gosh, it's 1 in the afternoon on a Saturday and I like haven't done anything productive yet. Like, I need to do something. It's like I don't feel good unless like I have a sense that I'm productive. And I wonder if that is like from this deep-seated fear of stagnation. Like, am I now like conditioned that like whenever I feel that, I freak out? I don't know. Like, oh fuck, I can't just sit here because I'm stagnating. Like, come on, Hill. Just chill. I don't know. Sometimes I'm not sure what I need or if it's the right thing, and it's easy to get caught up in that shit. Have you guys seen Spirited Away? Chihiro's she's gotta be an INFP, man. And Haku, INFJ, right? It's just stupid how accurate that is. It's such a good movie. I think that's probably my favorite movie ever. Next to The Fountain. Such a good movie too, you guys. We should see it. We used to have 2 copies. We still have 2 copies. Alright. I'm gonna go. But you're getting this little snippet of my apartment. We moved again, by the way. Such is life in your 20s, right? Like, did other generations move around this much? I don't think so. There is this, like, this flow that you're supposed to follow, right? And I feel like my generation is all just like, what? marriage. Just interesting how life evolves, you know, in ways you didn't imagine. And just going along with it. Just, yeah. Soaking it up. Soak up everything. Soak up the good, soak up the bad. When you're sad, feel sad. I'm serious. Cry. If you can't cry, that's fine. Don't try to force yourself. Just maybe it'll make you angry. It's okay. Be angry. Whatever you are, like if you lose someone you love or you lose a pet, like, cry. Be sad. If you know, if you're gonna make a big life change, you're gonna be uncomfortable. That's okay to be uncomfortable. It's a big change, and that's jarring. So be uncomfortable, but embrace it. Embrace, like, there are new things that change is gonna bring you that you don't know yet. You don't know, and that's fine. You'll find out. You will. This is a weirdly motivational video. I think I'm gonna cut this off. Bye, guys. Hi. I couldn't figure out where the camera was. I'm an idiot. Okay, like I put it here. You know, make a hot beverage and watch a movie. It can be difficult. So, how are you guys? My eyebrows all messed up. It's cool. It's cool. It's just hair. It's just hair, guys. Be a mammal. Own that.